where can I get the next episode? I need to watch more. There would inevitably be one time a day where I'd just be like a mess. His temperament has always been really lovely, and he doesn't really tantrum a lot. He just loves life. I talk to him
like
in
an
the
adult,
same voice that I talk to my husband in. And Stanley was like, "Mummy, why are you crying?" I was like, "Because I just love you so much." Everyone can see you having a full-scale emotional breakdown. I've got brother Sam, husband Sam. My friends get so confused. Thing is, Sam used to be... Do you remember the shirtless greeters at Abercrombie?
Yeah.
So Sam used to be one of them.
He wasn't.
He was. I said to Sam the other day, because he was like, I feel like everyone says you'll know when you'll be done. And I was like, I will never be done. So it'll be age. I feel like I'm like living my dream life now.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello, darling.
Hello. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, good, thank you.
How is everything?
I'm a little bit ill, but it's fine. It's
Yeah,
fine.
I know.
So if I sound like I'm underwater or something, I'm not. I'm just poorly.
Yeah, she's just not actually holding her nose.
No.
She just can't breathe through
Yeah.
it. So you're under the weather.
I am, but we keep going. We keep moving.
Because you're what? Because you're a mum.
Because you're a mum. Because you're self-employed. Because
oh my God.
people counting on you.
Me and Georgia always talk about it on here about being self-employed and being a mum. Like that is like our top topic that we talk
it's
about.
Like today, when my alarm went off, I would love to have stayed in bed, but you've made the effort to come in here. You've booked all of this. I had 2 guests on my podcast this morning. That's all logistics. Like I'm a cog in a machine. Do you know what I mean?
Are you the type of person? I feel like I know this anyway about you. Do you hate letting people down?
Oh, I hate letting people down. I can't say no to anyone.
Yeah. No, I'm literally exactly the same. Well, actually, I've got to say that Amy is one of the best people in the industry at the moment, in my eyes, because I did a dance competition on Sunday and actually Amy came and judged the competition for me.
I loved it.
And there's not a lot of people in this industry that would actually do that. And they'll all be sat listening to this going, what are you talking about, Kelsey? But it is true.
It was fun, though. It was really fun.
Yeah, but you put yourself out for me. I really appreciated it. Kelsey appreciated it.
I loved it.
Holly. Did you love it?
I loved it.
She got to watch Aurelia.
Yeah, she's amazing. She's so funny. So funny.
It's her backstage though. That's what I can't cope with. This little girl came up to me and she was from another dance school. And we obviously call her Ray Ray. This little girl was called Lele. So she had the nickname. It was Ray Ray and Lele. And Lele went to me, Aurelia said she really liked my dance outfit. Bear in mind she's wearing it at this point. She went, and she did ask if we could swap. I went, oh, of course she did. So she's actually trying to get another child's dance outfit.
Obsessed. What an icon.
Yeah, it's literally so Aurelia. For you, you've like... I obviously realise now, I didn't know that about you, that you have the performing background and you're very into your arts and your whatever else. And I think for me, that's the same sort of thing that a lot of people don't know, that I'm into the arts and have been doing it since I was really young. So for you, going from being an air hostess to then Love Island.
But air hostess is putting on a show.
Of course it is. Well, some don't.
Some don't.
I'm like, some, you just need to.
Yeah.
But I think when you're working
I was always putting on a show.
For British Airways.
Yeah. And I mean, I loved it. But I always used to say, like, you have, like, the service standards and we have the AIMS experience. And my, like, flights are more like parties. I did one flight to Barbados where basically all the passengers made friends. And so did we with them. And they were all like, you've got to come. We've just planned a boat trip. You've got to come. We're like, we're flying home tomorrow. I'm really sorry, we can't. But we didn't take our breaks that day because we're having such a lovely time with all the passengers.
Really?
Like, just chatting and getting to know everyone. It was brilliant.
So that's a Love Island. What made you do Love Island?
Truthfully, because I wanted to meet someone. And everyone...
So you didn't do it for the fame and the fortune?
I knew that the fame was going to come with it. And it had... Not that it had to, but obviously I wasn't giving up a job that I could go back to. Yeah. Because air hostessing.
But I do think for you, like the time that you went in it was such a different time. And actually that was the time when I did watch Love Island. Yeah. Me and Tom watched it all the time. I can be the person now to be like, I don't really watch it. Only because it brings memories for me with Tom. Because we used to always watch Love Island.
But you say that, you don't say, I would never watch anything.
I would never watch that shit.
Yeah, literally. So I was like habitually single, never like, well, I used to like go on dates and stuff, but I just always met like people who like I was fun for a date, but then I was probably a bit too much for them, or like not enough for them and stuff. And I live in quite a small town, and I sort of thought, I'm not going to meet anyone here. And then I watched series 4 of Love Island.
So you hadn't really had like a long term?
No, not at all. So I watched series 4 of Love Island, because I'd never watched Love Island. And then my friend said to me, look, because series 4 was when it was, like series 3 is when it really blew up.
Yeah.
And then series 4 was starting, and my friend was like, look, everyone's going to be talking about it.
Who was series 3?
Olivia Atwood.
Oh, okay.
Etc. So series 4 was starting, and crew, there's like certain touch points of the day. Everyone meets for breakfast, everyone meets for drinks at 6 o'clock. And she's like, everyone's going to be talking about it at breakfast and at drinks every night, so you might as well start watching it. I was like, oh, I'll give it a try. Okay, I'll give it a try. So I took my iPad to the gym like the day after the launch show and put it on the cross trainer, and I literally watched it, and I was like, where can I get the next episode? I need to watch more. And I literally got like obsessed with it. We'd go to Antigua with work, and I'd be like, okay, everyone meet for drinks at 6. If you want to watch Love Island, you come to my room at 5 because of the time difference. I was like, 4, I think, because the 5-hour time difference. Come to my room at 4, and we'll watch. I've got a VPN. We can watch Love Island in my room, and then we'll go down for drinks. But there will be no talking during Love Island. You can talk during the breaks, but not during the episode. You will be ejected.
You will be watching.
So yeah, so I saw couples on there that wouldn't have met anywhere else, and I was a bit like, oh, maybe this could be the one. So I applied, and people would say to me like, oh, do you have a boyfriend? And I'd be like, no, but I've just applied for Love Island, so hopefully soon.
Hopefully I will find someone.
So when people say nobody goes on there for love, I can't. And I think the way that I left also shows that I did, because when I said I was leaving, one of the boys, I won't say who, one of the boys grabbed me and said in my ear, what are you doing? Just stay as long as you can. Just stay as long as you can. And I was like,
because
no.
what will be...
Yeah, like, because you just got to stay in there as long as you can. The most exposure, the most followers. And I was like, I just want to go home. Like, I'm not going to... The reason I left was... I was seeing the psych for my, 2 scheduled, 1 ad hoc session a day, three times a day.
What, you see someone in there?
No, oh, yeah. Nobody else saw anyone 3 times a day. It was just me. Lou was earning her money with me.
So what was you actually going to say to her when you spoke to her?
No, it was... So I'd have like a sort of scheduled every day. Then I'd say, oh, can I come back and see you again later? And say, yeah. And then there'd inevitably be, in that horrible week after Casa Amor, there would inevitably be one day, like one time a day, where I'd just be like a mess. So she'd come and get me. And we go and chat. And she was saying, when you meet someone else in here, and I said, but I'm not going to meet anyone else now. There's 2.5 weeks left. I said, I'm not going to be ready to meet anyone else. And she just waited, and the cogs went in my head. And I went, oh, if I'm not going to meet anyone else, I should probably just go home.
And she was
she was like,
yeah, I've had enough of seeing you.
Please leave, go. So yeah, and she was like, well, look, that's got to be your decision. And I was like, no, yeah, I think I want to go home. So I did. And it turned out, and I didn't know at the time, when I came home, people said to me, you played an absolute blinder there. And I was like, yeah, but I didn't know it at the time. I think people, again, think that I sort of orchestrated all of that to make it into a thing. But I didn't. I literally was sat with the psych, and I said, I want to go home. I don't want to be here anymore. I've come here to meet someone.
And it was intense, wasn't it? It's an intense, ridiculous situation that you'd never, ever be in.
No. And, when people split up on Love Island now, and they're like, oh, they're going to have to watch the person they've been with for 5 weeks get with someone else. I'm like, just go home. Just go home. Yeah, why stay there and put yourself through it? Just go home. And people say to me, not everyone throws in the towel like you. I'm like, okay, that's fine. Stay and watch.
Yeah, but I think you've done the right thing. Why would you punish yourself?
Exactly.
Why would you sit there and be like, oh yeah, I'm just going to punish myself now?
Exactly.
Did he come back with someone from Casa?
He didn't. So it lulled me into a false sense of security. But it turned out that he'd been trying to recouple with other people there and stuff. But it wasn't right. And we're great friends now. And he is my easiest interview. And because I know how far I can push him. Like, I know how far I can wind him up, because we know each other so well.
Yeah.
And like, he did All Stars last year, and people were messaging me saying, how would you feel if you were in All Stars with him? I was like, well, I don't know, because I have a husband and a child, so I don't know how different my life would be now. I said, but fundamentally, having someone there that I know that well, we'd probably be quite good allies to each other.
Yeah.
because we wouldn't want anything romantic together, but we know each other so well.
You'd look out for each other, wouldn't
like
you?
Marcel and Gabby were.
Yeah.
Like, and yeah, so I think, I can't remember, but yeah, so the fame bit, obviously I sort of knew that would come with it, but that was sort of how I managed to swing my parents round to my way of thinking. Because my mum and dad are very like, you know, no, you've got this amazing job. Because I was a cabin manager, I was in charge of the whole plane, worked really hard to get there.
Yeah, why are you giving that up?
Everything is seniority based, and sort of, I don't think I'd be able to go back if it all gone wrong. And mum and I were very, very worried. So I was sort of like, look, this is the first person that got dumped last year. Like, this is what they're doing now, type thing. So I was very lucky to have done it at the time I did it.
Yeah, and that's what I was going to say, because I think it's so hard for people that go in now, and you almost want to get everyone into a room and be like, go in there, have fun, make memories, but when you come out, it's okay if you have to go back to your normal job.
Yes. And there's
that's okay.
Sorry. And there's also no shame in that. Like, I feel like Love Island now is on such a pedestal because of all the success stories. If someone goes on supermarket sweep and then goes back to work on Monday,
yeah, you're not like,
oh. If someone goes on tipping point and then is back in the office on Monday, you're not like, oh, there's not articles.
You thought you was going to be famous from tipping point.
There's not articles about them going back to work and stuff.
Yeah.
And I think Big Brother's a really good example, because I think a lot of people that go on Big Brother now go back to work. Like Emily, who's on this year's, she got evicted on the first night, and then she got put back in a couple of weeks later. But she said to the Winter Women, I've been back to work. I was literally at work on Friday, and now I'm here.
Now I'm back. Yeah, I think and again with Big Brother back in the day, you know, there would be, you know, Alison Hammond got chucked out like week 3, I think she did. But she was like 1 in a million. Like, even then, you know, you've only got a few from Big Brother that have made it, the icons. You know, Jade Goody.
Yeah, exactly.
Kate Lawler.
And I think, like you say, there's no shame in that at all. Going back to your, and people, like, this world isn't for everyone.
No.
Like, I've had times
where
I
think even with me, I've got multiple jobs and I do multiple things because, one, I think I'm a workaholic, but I've always, like, I've had the performing arts school since I was 20. I can't just be like, oh yeah, now I do the industry. Yeah. I'm no longer doing that. Like, I love doing everything and being busy. Yeah. So I don't think there is that shame, but sometimes you get the shame with it. Be like, oh, I
think it's more other people, isn't it? And everyone expects everyone to come out and be like a massive, massive star. And then I think it's other people's. There was one person who, I won't say who, but said to someone else in the industry, like,
I want to know.
I'll tell you afterwards. But said, I'm going to have to like move to a different country because it's really embarrassing having to go back to work. And it's like, no, it's not. You've got on a TV show to find love. So why is it embarrassing if you have to go back to work? But
yeah. So I do think it's quite hard for them that are going in it now, because I think there needs to be more of that being fed from. It's okay. It's okay if you go back. I mean, you have been so fortunate with paving a career, but then you've worked really hard for it too. And it's not just going to be, you know, you have to put the groundwork in. You have to try, don't you?
I think as well, like, it's really hard balance at the beginning, because you don't want to give everything away for free, because obviously nobody will pay to work with you. But also as well, you do have to do a lot of networking and a lot of going to stuff, and a lot of being in the right rooms and stuff, and all of that like isn't paid, all of that networking and stuff. So it is. And you know, I don't live in London, so my first few years, well, I say first year, we hit COVID sort of 8 months after I was in Love Island, but especially that first 8 months I was in London like pretty much every day, and I don't live here, and I was up and down. Yeah, paying the commute, paying the parking, paying for hotels. And I remember I got really, really burnt out. My friend said to me, right, everything you get offered, you need to look at who is benefiting from it. Like, are you benefiting from it? Because if not, other people are, and you're putting yourself out, and you can't, this isn't sustainable. And when I started doing that, I was a bit like, okay.
But Amy, it goes back to what I said in the beginning.
Yeah.
I know that you're that person that you find it really hard to say no.
But it was more like, so like say that there's like, I don't know, like a press night of a show in London.
Yeah.
Like, is it a show I actually want to see?
Yeah.
Number one. am I just going because I'm at that point especially excited by the fact that I get free theatre? Is there going to be someone there that I really want to meet? But then through going to all of those, then I managed to sort of get in with some of like the theatre websites, and then I hosted the red carpet at the Back to the Future premiere. Like, that was amazing. And I got to interview Doc Brown from Back to the Future. Like, and that, but I wouldn't have got that had I not have been in London every single night doing that networking.
Yeah, sometimes you got to be in it to win it.
Exactly.
Right. Stanley
boy.
How is he?
He's good. He's 2.5 now, so it's such a lovely age. He's just really funny.
Is it a lovely age or is it terrible twos? You know, when you go for every station, everyone's like, oh, terrible twos.
So Stanley is, and I don't want to speak too soon because maybe and I don't want to sound like I'm like braggy.
He's perfect.
He's not perfect. He has his moments. He has his moments. His temperament has always been really lovely, and he doesn't really tantrum a lot. He just loves life. I remember my nan saying when he was like 9 months old, that baby just loves life. And I was like, what do you mean? And then someone messaged me a couple of weeks ago saying, you could just tell that Stanley just loves life. And I was like, thank you. Right, okay, I've managed to keep this going.
Yeah.
But he's just...
Until.
He's a bit of a mini adult, which might be right, might be wrong. I was on a hen do the other day with girls I've grown up with like my whole life. And we were talking about like bedtimes and stuff. And one of them said, like, you know, my child's never been to bed later than 7:30. I was like, what, not even on Christmas Day? Like, not even on New Year's Day? Not New Year's Eve? And they were like, no. And I was like, oh my God, Stanley was like, when he was like, what was he, 10 months old, playing beer pong on New Year's Eve, and he like literally like threw the ball and it bounced and went in the cup. So Sam's like got him above his head going da 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 da, and there's like 20 people around the kitchen island like all like screaming like da 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 da. And my friend said, so he's a mini adult like you were. And she said, my mum, like this girl growing up overseas, so her mum's known me my whole life. She said like my mum always used to say, Amy is like an adult. Like she would, when you were like 8-9 years old, you'd have full adult conversations with my mum, and I
don't know what it's like to have one of them.
Yeah,
I've not got one.
Exactly. But he is a mini adult. Like when we go on the cruise and stuff, he loves kids clubs. Put him in kids club. We'll go and pick him up at 10 o'clock, and all the other kids will be in their pajamas, half asleep, and he'll be like, "Are we going to watch the show now?" I'm like, yes, we are. Like, yeah, we're going to watch the show.
Yeah, and also some people just love the routine.
I know they do. Yeah,
they love the routine, but sometimes you've got to come off the routine.
But I mean, I haven't routined really.
Have you not?
No. When he was a baby, I was like, because my big thing in life is when I was cabin crew, going back to that now, I love to talk about it. I lived at home, and on my days off, my dad used to be like, he'd like throw my door open and be like, come on then, why you can't lay in bed all day? Why? And I'm like, but it's my day off. Why? I've got nothing I need to get up for. Why are you saying that I need to get up? Because my mum and dad are my mum and dad are up and dressed by 7:30 every day, even if they're not working. Like, because they're like, no, you got to get up, got to get dressed. So when Stanley was a baby, I used to be like, you can sleep when you are tired and I will never wake you up. Yeah. Like, unless it's for a doctor's appointment or a party, I will never wake you up. And there was a sleep trainer lady.
What time does he sleep until?
Today was 8:30. No, today was 9.
9!
So he sleeps, his like sort of go-to bedtime is like 7:30 to 8:30.
Yeah.
Some nights if he falls asleep in the car for 10, like, so up until he was 2, he was like unaffected by anything. So he could have chocolate, like at Christmas he had chocolate before he go to bed, and he'd go straight to sleep. He could nap till 7:30 and still go to bed at 8:30 and sleep through. Yeah. As soon as he hit 2, like yesterday, he fell asleep in the car.
But I do think up until that age, they do say sleep creates sleep as well.
So now, like yesterday, he fell asleep for 10 minutes in the car, and then I was on a Zoom call that last night, but Sam really struggled to get him to bed because he'd slept for that 10 minutes. So his general is sort of, we try 7:30 to 8:30, but obviously that's going to have to change because he starts preschool.
Yeah, and it will change. That will change. But I do think with your first, sort of, anything goes. Because when you have a second, the Stanley might be starting school and whatever, and then that baby will then fit into that routine because with Bodhi, he like never napped. Like, you know, when like obviously when my friends have babies, they're like, oh, do you have to do the hour and a half nap here and whatever else? And I was like, I feel like Bodhi dropped his nap because he had his sister and there's only 15 months between them.
He's like, I want to play with them, really.
He's like, well, yeah, I'm up. I'm doing whatever she's doing. So he never really slept. And then our problem now in the evenings is Ray's out doing activities. He does, but he's finished earlier. Yeah. So he thinks he should be going to bed the same time as her. But he can't cope with the bedtime. No. So it's really hard. That's my dilemma at the moment.
But Stanley's thing is he is a real entertainer. He's very like like when we take him, he's in like childcare and we're always late because he sleeps in. But luckily the childcare is like, turn up when you want. And all the kids run up. They're like, Stanley's here. So they all run up. And then he'll like wait till everyone's there. And then he'll do like a comedy fall.
He's like born to entertain.
Yeah, he loves a laugh. He loves a punchline. He loves a joke. He just loves to entertain.
I feel like as well, you didn't like watching you on socials. You've not treated him like a baby.
No.
Like that's what I've done with my children.
I talk to him
like an adult.
The same voice that I talk to my husband in.
Yeah.
And
what's that voice?
Yeah. You're doing my head in. Like I say, don't get me wrong. I say to him, Stanley, you're doing my head in. Yeah. Or I'll say like, why are you being a whinge bag? Mummy doesn't like whinge bags.
Yeah.
But
you don't do the.
No, and I don't talk to him slowly either. No. And I explain everything to him. And again, everyone says, my mum always goes, he doesn't understand this. And I'm like, but he does.
He does.
And I explain everything to him. So like yesterday, like the John Lewis Christmas advert came out, didn't it? Yeah. So I watched it. I mean, don't watch it, it's very sad. So I watched it and I cried. And then later on we were watching, so again, I give Stanley the option of what he wants to do. So Tuesdays is our day. I said to him, what do you want to do? It's our day. And we have had a very busy weekend because I was out all day Sunday with you. Yeah. Like my in-laws came down, so we had a swimming lesson, and they went out for lunch, and they went to the park. Like so he said, really, we're going on a cruise on Saturday. So
he lives the life. I want to be Stanley.
Yeah. So Tim, what do you want to do? He's like, can we curl up on the sofa and watch a film? So yeah, okay. I thought, what do you want? Yeah, and he was like, something spooky, something Halloween. And I've watched Nightmare Before Christmas like too many times in the last month. So I got Disney sing-along songs, Halloween fun. So put that on, and it's on YouTube. So watching that on the telly, and the advert came on, which was the John Lewis Christmas advert. He said, Mummy, what is this? I said, it's an advert, darling. It's a Christmas advert for a shop. And he was like, okay. And I was like, basically, are you worried about me giving it away to you?
No, go on, tell me.
I said, basically, there's this man and that's his son who's grown up and he's bought him a present for Christmas. And he's like, oh, that's nice, Mummy. I said, but then the man is remembering when his little boy was a toddler and when his little boy was a baby and now his little boy's I started crying again. And Stanley was like, Mummy, why are you crying? I was like, because I just love you so much.
How does he feel when you cry?
He is actually very empathetic. So we went on holiday to Orlando and I watched Better Man, the Robbie Williams film. Yeah. Have you seen it?
No, I've not seen that. God.
So we were
Have you seen it all, done it all?
No, so we were in the old style Virgin Atlantic seats, and which is quite open. Everyone can see you having a full scale emotional breakdown.
But there is a thing about planes making you more emotional.
Yeah. But I was like literally I couldn't speak. Like I was crying so much I literally couldn't speak. And Sam was like sat across from me and he said to Stanley like, oh, go and give Mummy a hug. So Stanley came and gave me a hug and Sam was like, what are you crying at? And I literally couldn't speak. And then once the film had finished, I was crying again at the end. And Sam said to Stanley, what do you want to do, Stanley? Do you want to watch a film? Do you want to do stickers? Do you want to do your busy book? I want to go and give my mummy a cuddle.
Oh, it's like, look at my mum. She's an absolute state over there.
I was saying to say, like, I remember my mum crying when I was a kid. The one time I saw her cry when I was a kid. And because I remember it, like, and it was when Princess Diana's funeral was on.
Yeah.
And it's like Stanley's seen me cry loads because I cry everything now.
See, my mum doesn't cry about actual worldly stuff, anything to do with me and whatever else. My mum cries at films and that, and I remember I hate sitting on the sofa for her when she cried.
She's like awkward.
It's like, oh, this is But
the broom and
Aurelia hates it if I cry. She's like, because I think she actually knows how much I've been through. That she thinks if you cry, Mum, you might never ever stop crying.
Oh, bless her.
She goes, Mum, don't cry. Or if Because I used to watch stuff with Tom on my phone and obviously like cry my eyes out. And she goes, "You can't watch Daddy. You're not allowed to watch Daddy.
Oh, bless her.
Not when I'm here. You can watch Daddy on your own. Not when I'm around." And I'm like, yeah.
I had a bit of like a spiral the other night, and Sam came home. He plays darts like twice a week, and he came home and he was like, "Oh my God, are you okay?" Basically, Louise Pentland shared a thing about if my daughter has a fever at 90, I hope her children lay with her and stroke her head and stuff. So then I started thinking about, I won't see Stanley be an old man. That's really sad. Then I started thinking about, I hope Stanley's family that he has loves him as much as I do. And I hope he has a nice life. But then what if he doesn't have what if Stanley doesn't have a nice life? So I'm already like a little bit teary at this.
Yeah.
Then I think, all right, I'll go onto Instagram because I'll like get myself. Anyway, found some reels on like the reels tab of this street interview guy asking what their biggest regret was in life. Anyway, every like middle-aged man he spoke to obviously had a dream trip planned with his wife, and then the wife's died, so they're never going to get there now. I literally was crying so much that Sam was like, "What's wrong?" and couldn't speak. And I was like, it's just this reels on Instagram. Like,
So Sam's come home and been like, "What have you been doing?"
Yeah. I'm just watching. Basically, this man said he wished he'd travelled more with his mum, and now his mum's died.
Can we go on another cruise?
We've just got to live for today, Sam. We've got to live for today. But yeah, so Stanley, I explain everything to him. I talk to him like an adult, and I chat to him. It's not like because I know some people will say to me like, I don't really know what to say to my child, but I literally will chat to him all the time, and I'm like, what do you think about this, Stanley? Like, what's your favourite thing of this? Like, what do you like best about this? Like, what do you think of this? And I give him context for everything. So
and would you say you're quite truthful in everything you tell him?
No.
You're not?
No.
She don't tell
the park is closed.
Oh no, I don't.
The park is closing
but like,
at 5
p.m. If he's asking certain things, are you quite like truthful about the world to him?
He's never asked me anything.
I think you're going to get more questions from Stanley. I think
Yeah.
you're going to get them like Aurelia at quite a young age.
Yeah.
Of stuff, because I've had to be very truthful to Aurelia, and I'm a bit like to her. Whatever mummy tells you, don't go and talk about it at school.
Yeah.
Because other children your age probably don't know this.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'll report back. I'll come back on.
Yeah,
my thing's more like
Stanley at 5. I want to know everything.
Yeah.
What he knows at 5.
But my thing's more like if we're watching I started this when he was literally 4 months old. So people are like, I don't let my kids watch telly till they're 2.
Yeah.
Me, Stanley, 4 months old.
Yeah.
YouTube, Barney in concert, 1993 VHS on YouTube. I'm like, Stanley, this is Barney in concert, and me and Uncle Sam used to love this video when we were little. It was actually Uncle Sam's favourite video. Enjoy. When he's like 4 months old, and I'm like, we are Barney and the Bear. And like literally, we're on roller coasters in America. And like we're going round on this fast roller coaster, and there's me going to Stanley, this was Uncle Sam's first roller coaster too, because when Mummy was little, Nanny and Granddad used to bring Mummy and Uncle Sam to Disney, and this was the first ever roller coaster that Uncle Sam went on too. Isn't that so cool? And yeah, just I give him like when I took him to the cinema, for example. And I said to him, after we've watched Peppa Pig film, we're going to go to Pizza Hut, because when I was a little girl, Nanny and Granddad used to take me and Uncle Sam to the cinema, and then we'd go and have Pizza Hut afterwards and stuff. And he's like, oh, wow, that's cool. I literally just give him context for absolutely everything.
But I think that's good. I think that's how they learn, and that's how they develop. Talking about Sam, but your Sam.
My Sam. Exactly. I got brother Sam, husband Sam. My friends get so confused.
It's Uncle Sam. Uncle Sam and husband Sam. So husband Sam, how is he?
He is very good. He's always stressed with work. He's like a CEO founder. So I always used to say that he was self-employed, because my parents are self-employed. And he's like, I'm not self-employed. He's like, I am the CEO of a company.
I'm a CEO.
He's like, I'm a CEO of a company that I happened to be the founder of. But that doesn't mean that I can just take holiday whenever, because my mum and dad are self-employed, so they can just take holiday whenever they want. Mainly when I need them to look after Stanley.
Yeah.
But he's like, I can't do that because I have investors and I have a co-founder and I have workers and stuff that I have to.
So I'm not self-employed.
So, and I put it on Instagram the other day about him being a CEO founder, and someone said like, oh my God, like I'm an executive assistant to a CEO founder, and I can imagine that Sam has no time. And then he picks up a lot of the slack when I'm doing Love Island. He'll work all day And then I'm like 6 o'clock. I'm like, I need to go and start getting ready now because now it's visualised like everything. Hi. And he starts getting ready, and then he has to put Stanley to bed and then get back on the laptop. And I've got home at 1 o'clock in the morning before, and Sam's still on the laptop working. So he's good.
But how did he feel? Because obviously he isn't in the industry. No. How did he feel when you started dating? And did he know? Did he know you were on Love Island?
He had watched Love Island with his family.
Yeah.
But he saw me on a dating app, and it said that I was an air hostess. So what else did you put? So I just put as an air hostess.
Yeah.
And he was like, I really recognise her.
Ex-Love Island.
Yeah. Washed up reality star. So he saw my picture, and he's like, I really recognise her. Maybe I've met her on a flight. So then I didn't reply because I deleted Bumble that night, because I literally did it once when I was drunk, just lots of swiping, and then deleted it or didn't open it again. So when he didn't get a reply, he then said he liked my profile, and I thought I sounded very funny. So he typed in Amy into Instagram and scrolled through and found me and was like, oh, that's how I know her. And he sent me a message on the off chance I might reply, and I did. And then, yes.
I wonder if he was overwhelmed, though, when he actually saw your profile and was like, okay, she's got, like, a lot of followers.
Thing is, Sam used to be... Do you remember the shirtless greeters at Abercrombie?
Yeah.
So Sam used to be one of them.
He wasn't.
He was. So
when did he work in?
He worked in Milton Keynes for a bit, and he worked the London ones.
Wow.
And he was
That was like a big thing. Like,
it was a big thing.
Oh my
People
God.
sent me
you
messages.
You are with an Abercrombie and Fitch model.
And people send me things on Instagram where they're like, I'm just clearing out my loft, and I found this Polaroid in a box. Is that Sam? I'm like, yes, that is Sam.
That's
like,
So he had a bit of fame.
Not fame, but he's got a lot of friends. Like, so, example, he used to work with Ashley James.
Yeah.
He used to work with Lydia Millen. And like Ryan, I met Ryan Libby at Taylor Swift, and he was like, I used to work with Ryan all the time at Abercrombie. So he knows a lot of people within the industry. So no, but he always says like that. He's like, you're so normal. He was like, but I've only ever seen you be the same. That I don't know how to say. He said, I could never think. There are actually 2 people that could probably say different to this. I'll tell you about that in a minute. But he's like, whenever anyone meets you, they could never say they have a bad interaction with you. He's like, because you don't leave them alone. Like, we'll be at the top of the Empire State Building, and these 2 girls are like, Amy, can I have a picture? He's like, they just want a picture and they want to go. 20 minutes later, I'm like, so how long are you here for? Yeah. Like,
what restaurant have you been to?
Where are you staying? What have you seen? Have you seen any shows on Broadway? What I'd recommend is doing this. Do you know where you can get your tickets from? The only 2 people that I would say probably beg to differ, and they have done that on my Instagram post before, is my birthday after I came out of Love Island. So a week after I came out of Love Island.
Yeah.
Thought it was a great idea to go out in London for my birthday.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to eat my dinner in STK. People just on me and on me and on me.
Yeah.
And in the end, my friend went, you need to eat your dinner. Just eat your dinner and we will stop people. And this girl was like, you wouldn't have a picture with me in STK. And I was like, I had pictures with like 100 people that night.
I'm so sorry.
And then another time on Boxing Day, we went out in Brighton and walked into a bar, and it was my round. And these people were like, Amy, can we have a picture? I went, yeah, it's just my round. So I'll go and buy the round and then I'll come over. And they're like, no, fine. Don't worry about it then. Fine. And they like commented on my Instagram being like, you ruined my Boxing Day. You ruined my Christmas. I was like, I still don't care. Anyway, so apart from those 2 people, because people say, well, no, there's that person. But apart from that, he's like, you're so kind to people. And he's like, but that's exactly how you are with your friends and family as well.
So he doesn't see any.
No, he's like, but he said he's very surprised at how solitary I actually am. Like, my favourite thing to do is not to be with anyone.
Really?
Yeah.
But have you always been like that?
I think it comes from being crew. And you have your touch points in the day. So you're with your crew on the flight and you have so much fun, so much banter. You meet everyone for breakfast. You catch up on all the gossip from the night before. You get to know people more. Then you have all day on your own. And then you come back again for drinks in the evening and catch up. So I used to walk around the hotels with my headphones in, listen to music all day, every day. And like the waitress used to be like, I always see you walking. Do you want to walk together sometime? No, thank you. Yeah. I like my headphones. Thank you. And like, so he's like, you just, especially if I've had a really busy time at work, like all I want to do is be on my own.
Yeah. See, I'm
but
the
he's
worst.
like that as well.
Well, he likes being on his own. I absolutely hate being on my own. It's like my worst thing.
Is it?
Even on the train, I'll ring someone. If I'm just getting in the cab, I'll ring someone. I'm always talking to someone, meeting someone, I like people and...
So I love hosting. I love everyone being around.
I need to be more like you. I need time to actually just sit on my own, but I wouldn't.
It gets to the point where I'm like, I would like you all to leave now.
Do you get to that point?
I obviously...
Have you chucked people out?
No. I would never do that because I'm people pleasing.
Get out!
I'm thinking I would really like everyone to leave now because
You just start clearing up around them.
Well, my 30th...
just get the Hoover out.
My 30th, I was pregnant with Stanley, but nobody knew because it was really early. And I was up in my bedroom at my mum and dad's, and I text my friend who was the DJ, being like, "Do you think we should turn the music off now?" The party started at 1 and it was midnight. "Do you think we should turn the music off now?" He's like, "There's still about 40 people on the dance floor," and I was like, "Oh God,
can they just go home?"
I was like, "Because I just really want to go to bed." So Sam was like, "You go to bed, it's fine. Everyone else can just stay up." So everyone did.
Yes. To be fair, I've had that at my house, that everyone was there, and I had a marquee in my back garden, and I left. My mum and everyone's still going. They didn't leave my house till 5 a.m. And then my neighbours sent me a card. They posted a card through and said, but I hadn't lived there long.
Yeah. And
this is my first ever party. And they were really mean.
We had it at my 30th because we had drag queens and stuff.
Of course you did.
Who were swearing on the mic and stuff at 4 o'clock on a Saturday afternoon, on my full AV setup, and someone put a note through the door being like, "Ian, it's so nice that you've thrown Amy a 30th birthday party, but maybe more family friendly entertainment," and then put the W word at the bottom. We were like, so no, he said something about swearing, and then swore at the bottom of the message, and we were like,
yeah. People can't see themselves.
And we're like, just come and knock on the door.
Come and knock on and go, "Oh, look, that was a bit out of order." But also, it's a 30th and it's a one-off and it's never going to happen again. Get over it.
Exactly. Until Stanley's christening. We didn't have drag queens at Stanley's christening, but it's much the same.
Oh, well, you had a massive party.
Christening fest, yeah.
You're the party goers, isn't you?
Yeah. My mum and dad just got such a good house
What was
for
your
it.
wedding like?
4 days.
Yeah. A party.
Yes, we had...
Do your mum and dad love to drink and have a good time? Yeah. Does Sam's?
Yes, yeah.
So it's
yeah, we call mum Sue Ellen, Sue Ellen from Dallas. You're a drunken and unfit mother, Sue Ellen. But so wedding, we had party night on the Thursday. So we hired out this place called Legends. We had different tribute acts and stuff. I was sick afterwards. So that was a wild night. Then Friday we had paella and cocktails.
Do you know what? I think my friend, someone was telling me the other day about Legend. Where did you get married?
La Cala in Spain, next to Marbella.
Someone was literally talking to me about the Legends in there.
La Cala, yeah.
Yeah, in La Cala.
And then, so we had tennis club, we had chilled early evening, and I left at 10 because I was like, right, I'm getting married tomorrow. Then we had the wedding. Then on the Sunday we had the pool party. The pool party was a mistake because we were at the venue. We stayed over at the venue. The wedding didn't finish till 4 a.m.
Yeah.
By the time we got everyone out and we actually were watching a couple of videos and eating a bit of a cake and stuff, then we woke up. Stanley was there with us. We had to get back half an hour.
Didn't you?
Yeah, half an hour
Stanley?
at 18 months. Half an hour taxi back to our apartment, and then all my hair and makeup people were waiting to do my hair and makeup for the pool party. And I was like, I've got half an hour. I am so tired. I'm so hungover.
You didn't sleep?
Well, we slept for maybe 4 hours. So then I was like, right, because Stanley had gone to bed normal time. So he woke up at 8:30.
Yeah.
So I was like, I literally went in, I was like, no makeup, 2 French plats. That's it. That's all I want. And I just went in. My mum, who is the hostess with most
Did you have to pay for their hair and makeup? They were like, this is
yeah.
this is easy.
So then I hadn't thought about that actually. That's a good shout.
Refund, get a refund.
But my mum, who's the hostess and mostess, mother of the bride, obviously, has been and also because it's her, La Cala's her place, has been hosting everyone. She literally laid on a sunbed in the corner with a hat over her face that nobody would know it was her. And my auntie was going up to get her drinks all day so that she wouldn't have to talk to anyone because she was
so hungover.
Not hungover, just just socially drained.
Yeah.
So next time I get married.
Next time. Hopefully there won't be a next time.
Well, no, we want to do it all again in 5 years' time. But
do you? You just basically want to... How old will you be in 5 years' time? Can't you? You're not even near 40, are you?
No, so I got married when I was 32. So I'll be 37 on our 5-year anniversary. So we're we can do it all again. But we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. If you want to do it all again, you've got to pay for everyone as well again.
Exactly.
So what does the future look like for you?
Oh, I don't know. In this job, you never know, do you? Because you're like, I don't know, I could be back at work. Do you know what I mean? I could be getting a normal job next year.
You could be showing people
Hopefully
where
not.
the exits are again.
But the thing, everyone goes, oh, you miss flying so much. Would you ever go back? I'm like, well, not right now, because I quite enjoy what I do right now.
Yeah.
But I don't think passengers are so quick to film cabin crew if anything goes wrong.
Yeah, now.
Like, if there's an argument about anything, this crew member wouldn't let me move people out of their seats that they'd paid for so that I could sit with my family.
Yeah, then you have the Jet 2 holiday theme tune behind it.
Yeah. And I think people are so quick to do that when you haven't been on the telly. So it's like,
Yeah.
Amy Hart was really big to me. Like, no, I just told you that the person in front of you is allowed to put their seat back. Do you know what I mean? Just like normal things. Love more kids. I don't know how many more I want. I said to Sam the other day, because he was like, I feel like everyone says you'll know when you'll be done. And I was like, I will never be done. So it'll be age.
What are you, one of?
2. But I'm just not ready to
And what's Sam?
2. Both. So
So you
he's
feel like you want...
he's boy then girl. I'm girl then boy.
So you want lots.
Yeah. But then... I always said I wanted a busy house, but we're not really at home very much. And everything we enjoy doing is very conducive to 2 adults, 2 children, like going on cruises, going to Disney. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I was looking at families with 4 kids in Disney and I was thinking that's a lot of lightning lanes to buy. Like, do you know what I mean? And then...
Yeah, and really, if you were going on a cruise, you'd just need a family room, wouldn't you?
Well, no, because most of the cabins are 4 people, so you need 2 cabins.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
I
don't
she
know.
might just be having
what will be.
That's it.
And
what fits into Disney and cruising.
And it will all work out in the end. But yeah, I just I feel like I'm like living my dream life now. So I'm just trying to enjoy that. Like I said to Sam, like if you'd said to me when I was 18, okay, you're going to be working in like the entertainment industry, like you'll be married to like a really nice guy, and you're going to have a little boy who's really cool, like I'd have been like, amazing, sign me up. Yeah. So I feel like I'm really lucky. So yeah, just hopefully more of that.
I love that, and I think that is such a nice note to finish on, that she is grateful for everything
I am
that she has. Until next time, I'm Kelsey Parker and this has been Mum's the Word, and we'll be back with another episode, same time, same place